Many products have a required clearance zone that need to be considered when putting it into a project. This could be a clearance for a door swing, turning circle related to a disabled toilet or shower, or the physical space required to maintain a piece of mechanical equipment. Revit families don't automatically have a clearance zone put into them, but we can easily put one in. This is a great tool for manufacturers to put it into their Revit families so they are instructing the design users of the requirements of their products, which will help to avoid problems down the road when the products are to be installed, so it won't clash with any other components or zones or impede them from future use or maintenance. Let's check out how to do that. Now we have this air unit model, and I'm going to show a simplistic way of adding a clearance zone to it. Go into the placement side view, and I'm going to create an extrusion, and I'm just going to pick these reference planes around the edge here. This signifies the extent of the clearance zone. I'm going to then use the trim command, trim up the corners, leaving me with a rectangle. Because this is a wall-based component, I'm going to go into plan view and drag this out from the wall and then snap this side to the wall here and lock it off. Now you can see in 3D that we've just got a grey box, the default material that's been assigned to it. To change that material and change the look of it, we'll go over to the Material tab and click to go into the library. We're going to search for glass and right-click, duplicate material and assets, and call it clearance. I'm going to go into the Appearance tab and change the color to red, because typically that's a color of warning and clearance. Change the reflectiveness to 1 and the sheet to 1. I'll then go into the Graphics tab, use Render Appearance, but I'm just going to alter this slightly so it's more transparent, or less transparent, sorry. So change that to 50. Okay, happy with all of that. And you can see there we've got our red see-through box. What we want to do is select that geometry and come over to Visible and assign a parameter to it. And I'm just going to call it Clearance Zone. And make that an instance, and click OK. Now, we might not necessarily want to see this in every single view within the Revit project, so you can use the Visibility Graphic Overrides tab here, click Edit, and you can define which views you want it to be shown in. So by default, it's going to show up in the 3D view. You can't do anything about that. But if you want to turn it off in the plan view or an elevation view, you can do that. And you can also adjust which level of detail you want it to be appearing. So maybe you only want to do your clearance checks in coarse view. So then you would uncheck these two. And as the project progresses and the detail level gets further along, then you've already done your clearance checks. So then you don't need to worry about it later on in the project. So click OK. The full version of Revit has a fantastic tool under the Collaborate tab called Interference Check. And what you can do with that tool is compare multiple categories of geometry against each other